StickyTriflePodcast. Welcome to the Sticky Trifle Podcast.
And welcome to number 27 on the Sticky Trifle Podcast. Are we going to make it to number 30? That's a real question. And are you enjoying the dark nights coming in about ready for autumn? And if you're one of the sensible people, you'll hear your lights and timer already. We right times and all. And our guest has told me to come to Aberdeen Road and this destination. I realise why they've asked me to come here, and it's a stunning location and real peaceful. Actually matches my guest's personality, in fact. Sticky Trifle Podcast. And welcome to the Sticky Trifle Podcast. And what a location. I'll tell you, my guest has chosen a brilliant location. We've struggled a bit to get here, but we're here. And before we start, far exactly are we?
The River Dee.
It's a River Dee, we're in the River Dee. Okay.
Opposite the Duthie Park.
We just saw a train pass earlier, so if you're lucky in the podcast, you might see a train pass shortly.
Hopefully, yeah.
Do you think?
Like half hour.
Now, I usually offer my guests some drinks today, I reckon, if you want, but I've got Rubicon, lemon or watermelon.
Take watermelon if that's
Watermelon, here we go. Perfect, Terry. Now, thanks for being here. We've been talking in the past about having you on. And you're you've got a busy lifestyle,
yeah.
busy schedule.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about his busy lifestyle because first and foremost, you're married.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you've recently had a son.
Yeah, a year and a half now. I forgot how quickly lockdowns.
How's fatherhood?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's lovely. It's exhausting.
So, fits the best part of it.
It's like an interactive pet, isn't it?
It's something you care about.
Yeah,
feed.
When he was really wee, obviously you're in love with him and he's beautiful and all the rest of it. But I like it now that you can play with him and interact and stuff like that, as opposed to just being like a Tamagotchi. You know what I mean? You just have to care for and wake up and then you go and feed him and all that. But he's lovely. He's the best.
You're actually not somebody I thought would have had time for a kid, and for that reason, I'm speaking about nature is a big part of your life.
Yeah, I love animals and
all kinds of animals, and hopefully at the end of this podcast you're going to see some interesting footage of Terry with certain different creatures that I promise some you'll have never seen in your life. Yeah,
I've got pretty exotic pets and things, and I like the wildlife we get in Aberdeen. There's a lot more wildlife here than people think. Like you say, where we are, you get otters here and stuff, seals.
And you've seen us down here.
Yeah, you might even see it whilst we're here. Actually, you can see the fish jumping out the water here and stuff. But yeah.
Okay, so you live in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
Okay, is it in a city you live?
Yeah, I live like 5 minutes from here.
Okay, now when you're doing this nature stuff, far are you actually heading to?
Anywhere in it. Well, I live near the Gramps in Aberdeen, so I go there quite a lot.
The Gramps?
Yeah.
And is that like woodland area and stuff?
Hilly, wooded area, grassy stuff, fields and that sort of thing. There's loads of animals there. There's animals like everywhere, but folk just don't see them. So.
Do you make some relationships with these animals over time?
Yeah. I think if you're giving them food, pretty constantly, they come to expect
They
that.
start to trust you.
Yeah, one of my pals feeds foxes like every night, and they're like dogs to him now, sort of thing. And I know people have got sort of conflicting views about
Dog.
feeding animals regularly and that sort of thing, but I think I don't have any strong sort of feelings against it and stuff. I think.
So, have you got certain favourite animals in Terry?
In Aberdeen, or just like a favourite animal in general?
Like a favourite animal you've maybe been feeding in the past? Does any of them turn into like?
No, not really. I just love them all. I like owls are my favourite animal, and I love insects and stuff as well. But yeah, I don't know. Owls have got pigeons as well. I don't even know why I like pigeons so much.
Have you owned pigeons in the past?
Yeah. My wife asked me if I liked pigeons more than her once before. But, I don't know why I'm drawn to them so much. I honestly don't know why I like them so much. But yeah, I love pigeons.
Was you drawn to your wife when you met her?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. I love my wife.
How did you meet her?
I used to work with her, and I never really spoke to her when I worked with her. Then there was like a work night out, did some magic tricks, and
you had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey!
Yeah, there you go. And so won her over with a magic.
And
trick.
she went.
I think she just felt sorry for me, and then.
And she probably went, "This is a really nice guy." And actually, this is your name, by the way, but it is Terry Cook.
Yeah,
Terry Cook.
Yeah.
So how long you been married now?
So she just told me the other day as well.
Is it over 10 years?
Nah.
No,
yeah, I think it is. Well, hold on. 2013. What year are we in now?
So we're 2020.
Yeah.
So it's 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years. Yeah.
You're doing pretty good, then.
Until I went to art school.
And your son, so he's just over a year old.
Yeah.
So moving on to family life, you're quite comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy. Like I say, Jen has to put up with a lot. So.
Right. So now the other thing Jen has got to put up with, and you guys at home, you're going to see some fantastic artwork at the end of the podcast. And I mean fantastic, Terry.
That's very kind of you.
I've never seen artwork like you do, and
it's extremely kind of you.
It's so professional, and you actually you sell it, do you?
Well, I just do it, and if someone wants to buy it, they can buy it, sort of thing. But I don't really like. I've recently set up like a little shop thing, but everything's sold out within the first hour, so I've got nothing on it just now.
That's what I mean, because that's how good it is for it to sell out that quick. So if somebody was saying, I want to check this artwork out, or I want to contact, how would they contact you?
I've got a website called tcookpaintings.co.uk.
There we go, so you should be able to see it. So
tcookpaintings.co.uk.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a link to it if you want.
Very impressive. We'll show you the link in that. So the artwork, how did that start? Was that for primary school age?
Yeah, I've just drawn. My mum and dad encouraged drawing and stuff. Never got a computer till we were much later. Because I wanted, like, all my mates had Nintendos and Master Systems and all that, like the kind of the vintage consoles you used to get.
So hold on, when they was doing that, you wasn't interested?
No, I was very interested. We just never got one, so I just got. My dad used to take home like paper from oil companies with like KCA drilling and stuff on it, and we just used to draw on that. But I love drawing. My mum and dad always encouraged it and stuff. And it's
so were they artistic?
They both are, but they don't do it. Like my mum's extremely good at drawing, and she never does it. My dad likes making things and stuff, and he does it occasionally. Both are they, but
did they must have noticed for a younger age with you that you was quite artistic?
Yeah, well, they used to say, like, if it was one of the few things that I got a well done for this time, I was just kind of up to mischief and things like that. So the things you're getting positive sort of reinforcement for, you continue to do.
So when you left school, you never went to art school or anything like that?
No, I did, yeah.
You did?
I did. Went to do a degree in animation. I did a degree in digital animation down in Carlisle. I got pretty much to the end of that, and then I got really homesick. I missed Aberdeen, which is unusual. I know there's not too much going on in Aberdeen just now, but at the time all my pals were up here and that, so I got a transfer back to Aberdeen, and I did another 2 years up here at Gray's, and then I worked for myself doing 3D animation stuff for a while after
You're talking about Grace. What is Grace?
Grey School Art, sorry. Yeah.
Grey School Art. Okay.
Yeah,
so you was also there in that.
Yeah.
So the passion with art. How much time do you get nowadays to?
Pretty much any kind of free. The only free time I get now is when Elliot, my son, goes to bed. And I've got, like I say, I like making stuff and pottering about and messing about with robots and all that kind of thing. And I miss that a lot. But it's, excuse me, an excellent trade-off, kind of having a son instead. So you know. And
you're definitely by far the most creative person I've met, because I've seen some of the things you've made. You mark us things that move in are.
Yeah, I like making automatons and robots and stuff like that.
And so you've got a little bit of electronic expertise with things.
My dad's an electrical engineer, and that was something he encouraged when I was a kid. I am by no means an expert. I just have a bash at stuff till they work.
I remember seeing this video of the hand thing. You had a hand thing.
Yeah, robotic arm. Yeah,
robotic arm.
Yeah.
And you've got in your spider thing.
Yeah, the robot spider.
Robot spider. See, so you've got a lot of things you still. Do you still have time for that?
Yeah, I recently made a Tesla coil. Don't know if you're familiar with what that is.
Yeah, it's like a power.
But it was something Nikola Tesla invented for kind of. He wanted to see if he could broadcast power to wirelessly power things. So.
Wow.
But yeah, if you tune it correctly, you can get lightning bolts coming out the top of it. And I've got very small ones, but I can't tune it accurately enough just now. So.
How amazing! So
I don't know what I'm doing with it really. So.
You've actually got see all these ideas.
Yeah.
Do you write them down sometimes?
Yeah.
So they come into your head.
Yeah.
And have you got a notepad?
Yeah, I got a notebook. I just write stuff in because I'll often have ideas and stuff when I'm out on my lunch. Just daft ideas. Like, the thing is, all the stuff that I do and waste my time on, nothing comes from it other than I've made it and that's that. You know, I should maybe concentrate my efforts on something a bit more worthwhile. But yeah, I have ideas, and then I'll be like, oh, what was that idea I had again? I forget. So I started writing them down now. But if anyone can read my handwriting, good luck to them.
You must have a numerous list of things.
Yeah.
Some of them never
come to
mark
fruition.
It past.
Most don't now because I don't have time now. But with my wee man and all that. And I thought maybe, like everyone assumes, the lockdown and all that kind of thing. Okay, we were still working in that side of things, but so kind of like I say, there's an expectation that you've got more time. But if you've got, like I say, I've just got the one wee boy. I don't know. Like I've got mates with multiple kids that still manage to do something. I don't know how because they just consume so much time from you. And then when you do have time, you're knackered from looking after them all day. But I just stay up till late o'clock and then. Feel even more. I feel knackered all the time anyway, so I don't.
And so, your wife, she obviously did she ken you had this passion with the art side of things and the creative side of
my wife
and the nature.
Yeah. She's not too much into the beasties and that sort of thing like I am, or animals as much as I. She likes animals, but she's more like dogs and kind of normal person animals like that. So,
speaking about us animals, since you're an animal lover. How much pets have you got to him?
Including insects?
Yes, well, let's start with insects. Okay,
I couldn't tell you because they've all have babies and they don't have babies in like ones or twos, they have them in 50s or hundreds and stuff like that, so I've got hundreds of beasties. I've got cockroaches.
So hold on, cockroaches and
leaf insects.
You keep them in a tank?
Yeah, different tanks and stuff, yeah.
Some people will be going, oh.
Yeah, I know they're I used to be really scared of cockroaches and think they were gross and that, but the Madagascar hissing roach that I've got, they only eat like fresh food. They don't eat rotten stuff like some, like, you know, the German cockroaches. The cockroaches that are considered a pest species, they eat all the fusty stuff, but the Madagascar ones, they eat only fresh like fruit and stuff like that, or nuts.
So you feed them every day? Or?
Yeah, and they're so gentle. Like I think, they hiss. But they don't bite you. I used to have rhino beetles and stuff as well, like the big Japanese rhino beetles. They're cool. They just eat fruit and stuff. They're really harmless. They're completely harmless, but they look. I get why some folk think they look horrible. I can understand that at times, and they do gross things, insects. But they. I don't know. Again, another thing. I don't know why I'm drawn to. I've liked bugs and stuff since I was a kid. I was scared of spiders when I was a kid as well. I love spiders now as well. I don't know why.
And have you got spiders?
No, I'd love one. My wife just.
You know, got no
she won't let
tarantulas
me
or
get
anything like that.
a
Okay.
tarantula. She said she'd leave.
And for other things, have you got apart from the insects?
Got doves.
And for do we ask doves?
The doves, just fly them about.
So do they kin for you?
Yeah, well, yeah. I used to do a bit of magic, and I knew a magician that had all these doves, and he was like, I said, "Do you sell them?" He said, "Yeah," and I was, "Oh, give us a pair." I've never really done much magic with them.
So
I just like
you can let them fly and they come back.
Yeah, they're ultra tame. The ones I've got, like I think they were maybe bred for a few years by different magicians to be quite kind of passive and docile. Like, you know, you get the like domesticated rabbits are quite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same deal. They're very tame.
And for that kind of, have you other birds or is it only the
I have
doves?
had other birds. I've only got the doves just now though.
Okay.
Like I've had like
What's other birds you had?
zebra finches and parrots. And
Little zebra finches, that's
Yeah.
a little ones, okay. Parrots?
Yeah, I had a parrot.
Fit for talking? Was you talking with him? Or?
A shame. When my grandma kind of passed away, she left me and my sister some money and was like, right, if you spend it on something, get something sensible. And I was like, okay, cool. So immediately bought a parrot, and then I should have spoke to my wife more about that one as well. She wasn't.
And what about actual animals? If you own any animals in the house?
What do you mean actual animals?
Like cat, dog?
What do you mean, like the kind of standard pets? No, I don't have any dogs or cats or anything like that. I'd like one, but it would be something else to walk.
So you seem to go for things that people do not really hear commonly in a house.
Yeah, that's right.
Pet?
Yeah, and the care for, like, you can have multiple pets that don't require, you know, relentless care, like a dog that needs walking and stimulation and stuff all the time, whereas a roach is quite happy sitting under a log for most of the day and eating.
A bit like a man.
Yeah, a bit like a man. Yeah.
You give a man some food and a beer at night, and he's quite happy to sit in the sofa.
If you give them a nice environment and the right food and that, they're happy, and that's easy to do. Whereas a dog requires walking and jabs and.
Are you saying that's a woman? A woman would be the dog.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Bad joke. Gotcha.
But yeah, like cats, and I would love a dog, but not. I'm just too busy for one just now. So.
Yep. Okay. Now, see, because this fascination with the pets, have you ever thought about starting up your own little pet kind of business
or something?
No.
Well, yeah. If I won the lottery, that would be like the first thing I did. But I can't where I live just now. There's not kind of like, I think I'm pushing it as it is, and having as many pets as I do. I've had snakes and stuff as well in the past.
Yep. And so, see, coming away from that side of things, and you've got your own career.
Yeah.
And you work at a college.
That's right. Yeah.
And you do is it computer?
Yeah, 3D animation is what
3D animation. And how do you find that?
Yeah, I love that. I love it very much.
Does that take up a lot of your time and sometimes?
Yeah, it does. But it's a good job. Like we get great holidays and all that kind of thing. And yeah, it's good. It's really good. Like I love animation. You get a laugh, and I love what we teach, and work with good people and all the rest of it. It's the best job I've
working
had.
with the 3D animation. Let's just say somebody was doing something like that.
Yeah.
For kind of career or future, can they get out
of our
studying
course, so
like
they
that?
can. They could.
Is it laid on anybody on?
Yeah. So they can progress on to university and do what we teach already, 3D animation, at a more advanced level, or they can go into like computer games, or if they none of our lot have yet, but you could maybe go into, like, I don't know, 3D product design, or like making prosthetics or something, or anything with a requirement for 3D modelling or animation, like special effects, or so I used to work for an oil company and a company that made medical animations showing how drugs worked and all that kind of thing. Different medicines and stuff.
Talking about that, actually, because you actually had a German company come on film you with your nature stuff.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. That was for the balloon modelling.
So how did balloon modelling? let's move on to that just now. But how did they get in contact? How did they find out you was doing balloon modelling?
So I made some birds out of balloons, and then I stuck them about different places and took pictures of them, and it just went daft. I don't even know why it was so popular as it was. But,
and this was around the Aberdeen area?
Yeah, I just stuck them out. Well, I took photos of them and then took them down. I never left them. I wouldn't leave balloons outside and all that kind of thing. But yeah, the photos I think just went mental online, and some German company called Deutsche Welle or something like that. I think it's like the equivalent to BBC World or something like that.
No, and yes, we want to come and make a movie with you.
Yeah, they came over and filmed us, and then STV, the One Show, wanted to do something that nothing came from that, though. They gave me a shout, and I was just like, it's crazy how much it took off, no pun intended, because it's about balloons and all that kind of thing.
And you also had a campaign for you was hiding artwork around Aberdeen, am I right?
Yeah, I still do that, yeah.
And it's to benefit for that? For happening?
I just hide artwork and then folk run after it and get it.
But I must be fit, is it? You get enjoyment of caring somebody's
found your artwork? Yeah. I think it's just nice that folk, it's nice to see.
So somebody could be walking a certain street in Aberdeen and going, hey, what's this?
Yeah.
And they just take it?
Well, no, I post a picture of where I've hidden it on my Facebook page, and then they go and folk run after it.
But is there a chance it might be somebody that doesn't even...
blogs,
Joe blogs that can come along and just go,
yeah, absolutely. I don't mind that,
so
though.
You're still doing that sometimes now?
Yeah, I haven't since lockdown started and all that, just because I didn't want to encourage folk to go out, or, in case multiple people turned up at one spot, because it can sometimes, like, one person comes and gets it, and then other times it's like loads of folk come and get, like, it goes daft. I had an exhibition out at Christmas time.
And if it's a future, do you think, holding for you, Terry, is there going to be more kids for your son? Or is that if you at a stage you're thinking, no, I think one's enough?
I don't think I'm
Or
so
does the wife
tired.
decide? Maybe the wife decides.
I think Jem would like to, because I'm too tired for kids just now, though. For more kids, sorry. I absolutely love playing with my little boy all day and all that kind of thing, but it's just I think
energy,
two would finish
it?
me off. Yeah, I'm a pretty lazy person anyway, and I like to have time to potter about, but I would rather concentrate my efforts on one kid, make one like super child, and then if we've got time and money afterwards, then we can maybe...
And that's the other thing I wanted to progress on to, because your private life at home, like, you didn't seem or come across like you would watch a lot of television to me. But I might be wrong.
No, I don't watch telly.
So does the wife think, well, we'll watch this film?
Yeah, she does.
And you going, oh, I'm kind of getting...
Yeah, I think she's just kind of got used to me I'm not that kind of person. Like, when she moved in with me, it was kind of a couple of days of her being like, all right, okay, well, this isn't going to happen. So I watch films every so often and that. And I do like stuff that's on telly. I just don't watch it when it's on at the time. I don't know, I don't have time. I'd rather spend time doing something else.
So, if it was the last programme you've watched that you enjoyed, was there anything, or no, has it been that long?
Well, I watched stuff on YouTube. I watched Fred Dibnah's, was it something...
Is that rail engines?
Yeah, steam engines and all that kind of thing. I watched some stuff of his. But
have you seen StickyTriflePodcast?
Of course, yeah. I have seen many of them. I love your pal that works in the pub. Can't remember with the band, Pork Chop.
Willie for the Bala.
Yeah, he seems like a
Willie
cool
for the
guy.
Bala's getting a shout out here first, guys.
So seems like a cool guy.
Aye, so you enjoyed that?
Yeah, your history buff pal, I can't remember his name either, but he...
Marvin Rose.
Marvin
Rose, you like him enough?
Yeah. He's got a very impressive memory. I wish I had that. So.
But you've got skills that is very superior, and I love your artwork you're doing.
That's very kind.
And I hope you continue to do that in future.
Oh, thank you.
So looking down the line, where do you want to be in about 20 years' time? See on these ideas, do you want them to evolve one day, or they're just for fun?
Yeah, they're just for fun, and if something good comes of it, like so I'll get really into things that have no point to them. Like, I was obsessed with making a light bulb recently, and I don't even know why. I was reading a lot about Thomas Edison and how he tried all the different materials for light bulb filaments, and I don't know why I got so into it. I couldn't sleep for thinking about light bulbs and things, so I had a crack at making a light bulb, but then I waste so much time on it. We've got light bulbs, and we've got very efficient light bulbs now, so there was 0 point in that exercise at all.
You could in a way, if you think about it, how LED light bulbs came about, it's people like yourself.
Potting about, I know, but I like trying, the weird thing is I like trying existing experiments rather than trying something new, and the stuff I do try that's new, I sometimes think, oh, is there any point to it, and then give up halfway through.
So because you're fascinated with us things, you're speaking about light bulbs and things, how fascinated are you with technology like your mobile phones nowadays?
Yeah, they're ace, because you can well, you can learn anything you want on your, like all the Tesla coil stuff and all that. I've just learned from YouTube and reading stuff on my phone and all that kind of thing.
So is the phone to you, is that the most important gadget in your life, do you think? Or?
No. Well, I don't know. The internet, I use the internet like as much as anyone else for. But I don't know. I do a lot of stuff on my computer. I don't really.
Do you think it's good for Aberdeen though enough? Like we're a group
I
in
don't
our
know.
phones.
Like for example, like I think I'm addicted to looking at. Well, I don't even think it's an addiction, but some of the different apps tell you how long you've spent on them daily, and you're like, oh my god, like how the hell have I spent so much time? What was I even looking at? Like folk falling off bikes and stuff like that, you know? Like, yeah, or like if my little boy is kind of kicking off in the car, you can fire up a cartoon or something like that on your phone, and then he wants it when we come out the car as well, and you're like, well, that's not good, is it? If he's kind of, it's fine for a quick fix, but I don't want him sitting on and looking at an iPad or a phone all day. No way.
They're good if used at certain moments.
Go out for tea or something like that. I know some folk frown on that as well. But I think everyone's a perfect parent until they're kind of driven mental, aren't they? And then
That's it. But I mean, when kids is at a young age and they're getting us things, they'll expect it the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And even better, maybe.
Yeah.
So there's maybe no limit to.
I know it's mad. Like all these dating apps and stuff like that. We never had that.
Oh, but you're not in a dating app.
No way. No way, Pablo.
I'm joking.
But yeah, that was something that was frowned upon. Not frowned upon, but there was like taboo on like dating things when we were younger, and now it's like everyone's on these things now and stuff that you can use your phone for dating, and you can really on.
You can contact anybody in the world nowadays.
Yeah.
With something
in your pocket, which is mad. Like I remember I used to read Dick Tracy's comics when we were kids, and he had like the camera phone watch, and I remember thinking as a kid, we'll never have that in our lifetime. That would be so cool, and now we do, you know. And
it is. It's so advanced, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's just getting more advanced. I think we'll see like in our lifetime, you know, these like kind of retinal displays. You know, like you can see things in your, you know, it's like a contact lens.
Just like a scan kind of thing.
It's mad how quickly it's kind of progressing.
Okay, now, so before we go, are you still going out to nature places?
Yeah.
And you do this at nights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because that's when I've got time. Like 2 summers ago, before my son came here, I spent like most of the time up the Gramps and that, getting eaten alive by midges and ticks and stuff, looking for beasties, and go to Carney Woods and feed the squirrels and all that kind of thing. Like there's really ace animals everywhere, just folk don't look for them. If you go and look for them, if you go out anywhere, sort of rural or the river or something at night time.
And you mentioned that like earlier about there's otters here for sure.
Yeah, there's bound to be like eel and stuff under the rocks and things as well. Jumped out my skin there. The
two seagulls fighting. Anyway, I'm wishing you all the best for your future with your son and your wife.
Thank you very much.
And don't I hear more kids for a minute?
Just catch my breath for.
Because you've got loads of artwork creations and your nature stuff still to continue. So. Thank you very much for being on,
No,
Terry.
thank you, Earl.
And just to end this, you're going to see some very interesting stuff. I promise you will be interested. Thank you very much.
No, you're all right. When all this is when we're allowed in folks' house and all that, you should come round and film some of the stuff.
We might come back and do
no pressure, only if you want to. Yeah.
Of course we'd want to. So
see some
that'd be great.
Yeah, cool.
Right, thank you very much for being the Sticky Trifle podcast.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully you get out tonight for a bit of nature.
Rummaging about, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, we'll
Cheers
see you
out.
next week in a Sticky
Trifle podcast.
Sticky Trifle podcast will return next week.
And if you're wondering why I think Terry is one of the most creative guys I've ever met, well, see for yourself.
Insects. What are they? An insect is a small arthropod animal that has 6 legs and sometimes 1 or 2 pairs of wings. We have all encountered insects at some point. Some are beautiful, some are annoying, and some are just awful. But they are all very important. Well, what do they do and why are they?
See you next Sunday. Bye.